WWE Smackdown starts with Toni Storm and Sasha Banks versus Shotzi and Charlotte Flair, and Toni gets her knees up on Charlotte's moonsault and wins with a roll-up. The Viking Raiders, Eddie Knievad versus Jinder Mahal and Shanky, and the Viking Raiders win with a splash on Shanky. Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss come out, and they have the desk from last week that Drew McIntyre put his sword in, and the crowd chants CM Punk. Corbin and Moss can't pull the sword out, then McIntyre comes out and drops Corbin and Moss, and pulls his sword out of the desk. Ridge Holland with Sheamus in his corner versus Cesaro, and Holland wins with a power slam. Naomi comes out and says the only thing on her Christmas list is to have a match with Sonya Deville. Then Sonya comes out and says Naomi can have a match but with Shayna Baszler instead, and Shayna attacks Naomi from behind. Then the match starts, but Naomi wins with a roll-up. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston versus the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, and Kofi wins with the Trouble in Paradise. Roman Reigns comes out with Paul Heyman, and Reigns says he doesn't like it when his cousins the Usos lose, but they can get through it because they're blood, but Paul is not blood. And Reigns asks, "Can I trust you?" and says Paul seemed shady last week. Then Reigns asks Paul, "Why are you protecting Brock Lesnar from me?" And Paul says, "I'm not protecting Brock Lesnar from you, I'm protecting you from Brock Lesnar." Then Reigns hugs Paul and says, "Thanks for your honesty," and hits Paul with a Superman punch. Then Brock Lesnar comes out and F5s the Usos, and Brock gets in the ring, but Reigns is hitting Brock with a steel chair, but Brock lifts up Reigns and hits an F5, then hits another F5. We'll see you next week for the next Smackdown synopsis.